Hey Aquarius, welcome. How are you? I am bringing you a reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is a general reading for the collective, so it may not resonate with everyone. If that's the case, just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading and my format that you will consider joining us here by subscribing. Let me just tell you a little brief thing about the cosmos is everything has stationed direct. We are fully through the Mercury post-retrograde, post-shadow phase. So everything should feel like it's flowing smoothly with the exception, Aquarius, that we are now in Scorpio season. Not a problem for you generally because you enjoy a deep dive as well as the next person. So I feel like you'll be in good territory here. With the exception that when we have the new moon on November 4th or 5th, depending on where you live, which is right next to the sun, so they'll both be in Scorpio, they will be opposing your ruling planet of Uranus. So expect some unexpected surprises. Some of them may be shocking even, or you may find some of your emotional responses a bit shocking. Just giving you a little bit of a heads up. Okay, so before I get started with tarot, let's go into your oracle. You got some really beautiful cards. I'm going to start with the Enchanted Map, card 52. So again, 5 and 2 is 7. We're talking about your higher self and your connection to the divine. It is the magical shapeshifter card from the Enchanted Map. So this is about those who have come into your life and have impacted your personal growth on some level. So it's past facing in terms of those who have been magical map shifters, but also those who are presently showing up. So it's asking you to pay attention to those who cross your path now and cause you to reflect on your journey, because they are the change agents for your continued ascension. So I love that you get this card. It's really powerful. The second card out was from Shaman's Dream. Interesting, it was card 22, which is a master number. In the morning musing, for those of you that are in the channel membership, you got card 33 from Goddess Power Oracle. It was Mama Kocha, the goddess of water, and it was card 33. And she had a similar message to what's coming through with card 22, Fool's Embrace, which is about transmuting pain. So the very first moment that I saw this card and the wings on this creature who's kind of, you know, folding in on itself in the light of that full moon, or could be a new moon, the first thing I thought of was the Fool in tarot, and how I like to talk about the fact that the Fool is card 0. It is the alpha, the omega, the beginning and the ending, the all and the nothing. It is essentially the 22nd tarot card because it's card 0. Once we get through the world card, which is card 21, we would go back to the Fool, and there are 22 major arcana cards. So the fact that this is 22 with the Fool's Embrace, I immediately thought of the Fool and possibly a risk that was taken that went awry and landed you in some pain, Aquarius. So this card is talking about how we often keep ourselves held hostage by the way we identify with pain, the stories we tell ourselves, what we make that pain mean. And it's telling you here it's time to make peace with it. Whatever the pain is, whatever has come along on this journey, you know, the magical map shifter can be a soulmate and someone who maybe broke you a bit. Because that's where your ascension comes from, is as you ascend from like that pain. So I thought of the judgment card too, the death and the judgment cards, the death and the rebirth and the spiritual ascension as well. But the Fool comes through a lot here, and that is one of your cards. So befriend this pain, surrender to the truth and the wisdom that you gained. And then I'm going to tell you that I went to look at the card in the guidebook, and so I am going to read out of the guidebook because it was like, oh, no wonder this speaks to me. Here's what it said, like more than 3/4 of the way through. It says, as in the narrative of the tarot, the Fool will be at the beginning of your life's adventure and at the end when you've integrated all the wisdom you've accumulated along the way. He will never let you down or lie to you. He will, however, teach you how to revel in both the beauty and the desperation of life. Both and. This and that will always be true. So that really spoke to me. I'm glad I looked it up because it felt like I was looking right at the fool who took a leap and something went haywire. So now you know. And then your last card from Sacred Traveler is reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. So this last leg of your journey was long, perhaps with many twists and turns, but you're kind of reaching a destination here. So I am feeling some measure of completion coming through for you on at least this leg, this past leg of your journey. It is cause for celebration. It is cause to step into the light and shine brightly and feel that sense of joy. It's also time to forgive those who might have been less than honorable along the way. Okay? So honor yourself, forgive those who were less than honorable. You deserve to revel in the joy. You're getting lots of numerological powerhouse energies coming through here, as well as in the morning musing. So for those of you in the membership, you know what I'm talking about. You're in some powerful energy here. So let's go ahead and move on to tarot. See what's coming through in your connection. Yeah, sure. Wisdom, right? This is the wisdom. This is you. You've been on this journey of self-discovery, personal growth, wisdom, self-awareness, insight, to the point where I feel like you're almost now the guide. Yes, the Alpha, the Omega of the World card, the endings and the new beginnings. So closing out a cycle, coming to the end of one leg of your journey. Of course, there will be many more, but it is cause for celebration. There is freedom here. This is one of your cards, Aquarius and Capricorn, the as above and so below of it all. Ruled by Saturn. So we have Virgo energy as well as the Saturnian, the great teacher coming through. This is powerful already. A third major arcana now. What's underneath is Hanged Man. You may be feeling like you need to step back and kind of review everything. Take the 30,000 foot view of all that has transpired before you make your next move or set out on your next leg of the journey. The Hanged Man waits for enlightenment. I feel that you have more of that. You've got enlightenment in spades is what I feel for you, but that doesn't mean you feel that. So I like that the Hanged Man is underneath because it's like a whoa, Nelly. Okay, let's just stay in this energy and revel in it for a moment. King of Swords, that could be your energy too as well. Could be that of your divine counterpart in the past. King of Swords is, I'm going to wait to clarify before I make a final determination, but he feels like he's here in the past because this energy taught you lessons, whether it's your own energy or that of a divine counterpart. You learn lessons from the energy of the King of Swords, the ultimate strategist, the person like who's very Spock-like, if you follow Star Trek, really the person who looks for patterns, that answers to a call higher than themselves, to an oath. I mean, I see in the King of Swords somebody with very high standards and ideals, and who applies them in a broader stroke to humanity instead of just to themselves, but holds themselves to that standard. So could be you, could be your divine counterpart. We'll see. Justice card is in your crowning position. That card was the focus card in your morning musing, not even gonna lie. I felt like that was a really powerful card, and here it is showing up again to tell you that, and if you're interested in learning more about what I'm talking about, the membership, there is a link below. You can just click it and learn more about what the memberships are, what the membership to the channel is. But the Justice card was in a prominent position in the morning musing, telling you to focus on this energy of integration, of things coming full circle. We have the world, and you being able to balance it all out and find some measure of harmony and peace. That that coming in as your crowning card is telling you this is where you're gathering and gaining strength to bring about your desired outcome. But of course, we wouldn't have an Aquarian reading without you needing to go, I need to think about this for a minute. So the Two of Swords, you may come to some point where you're undecided. You have to do more inner work and gain a little bit more clarity. Yeah, and Spirit's message to you is don't sweat it. Don't let this stuff keep you up. Don't let it run on a loop in your mind. I feel like you're being warned here to not let your anxieties and your, any kind of, cat on a hot tin roof energy get the better of you. Right. Because the energy that surrounds you may be unaware of, is coming from the energy of the Lover's card. This is a card of union or reunion. It is also a choice card. So I'm seeing choices being made. Could be just you, but it could also be your divine counterpart is mirroring some of that energy, in your hopes and fears. You don't know what's really going on. To some degree, you may not know. Especially if you're in separation from this person, you may not know their intentions, their motivations, where they stand, what they're thinking or feeling. And when we see the Moon card show up, the Pisces energy of the Moon card tells you to kind of, trust in what can't be seen, and that's very hard to do in reality. So the Moon is showing up here in your hopes and or fears because there's something behind the scenes you don't feel you can trust. Queen of Pentacles. I like the Queen of Pentacles for you because I kind of feel like it is you. And I feel like you're coming into this energy of, I'm solid where I stand. I've been on this journey. I've learned a lot. We have the Hermit, the World, and the Queen of Pentacles as the outcome. So this is where we begin. This is where we end. Solid, stable, taking care of ourselves, self-assured. And to some degree, even reassured. It feels very good. There's the Sun on the bottom of the deck. That's talking to you about happiness and success. So let's take a look at this now. We have here Virgo, Aquarius, and Capricorn, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, more Pisces. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the King and Queen. So let's look at the Hermit in the World. Oh, okay. Five of Wands. Four of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there was conflict that kind of had you off balance. The Five of Wands with this twin flame energy coming through. This has been part of the leg of your journey where there's been a lot of conflict with regard to the way you perceive the connection, possibly having taken a leap with this Fool's Embrace, possibly having taken a leap that didn't work out. And there's the Queen of Pentacles underneath. I'm feeling the Queen of Pentacles is you. I don't feel it's another person. I feel it's you coming through this thing where it was underneath before in the outcome position. It's coming from the top of the deck, suggesting that you're making your way through this. You're wrapping up lessons now, and from your wisdom, you're gaining a sense of stability. This is also a feminine archetype of life partner, so you're getting more confident about your ability to be in connection long term. With or without this person. I almost feel like there's some little bit of an energy of letting go here. I'm saying that because of the World card. It's endings, right? Things that we need to release. That brings in and heralds new beginnings. Hanged Man. Yes. Right? There's a letting go, but you're kind of hung up on it. I feel like on some level here, Aquarius, you may be a little bit hesitant to release and surrender to the pain. That is what this Fool's Embrace card was telling you to do. Embrace it. Befriend it. I feel like on some subconscious level, you may be struggling with that. holding on to it a bit, and possibly for no other reason than you need to get a better handle on what it was all about. Now the Fool's Embrace is telling you it doesn't matter what happened, the story of it, the details of it, none of that matters. What matters is who you have become as a result of it. And I feel like what I see is, coming forward for you is possibly what you have become is something much more stable. Yeah. So underneath, it's like you're really working hard to come up with a creative understanding, or like you're studying this whole heartache. You're studying it. You're like a student with it. And as a result, you're moving through that pain. You're moving through that experience very slowly. And you're kind of hung up there. It feels like you're almost caught in the matrix of a painful ending, something, right, that you're trying to release that caused a lot of conflict for you or created conflict for you. Conflict could have been visited upon you. Wherever that Five of Wands sits for you is fine. I'm not getting specifics on that. But kind of like the magical shapeshifter, whatever that conflict was, whether it was interference or whether it was between you and another person, or whether it's about how you are sizing up what happened that broke your heart here, regardless of that's the energy that has caused the change. That's the shapeshifter, the map shifter energy for you. Okay. There's a two. So somebody could not, wow, this is a pretty interesting reading. Feel like the King of Swords here, wow, somebody that operates from higher standards and ideals. I almost feel like they were the ones that also couldn't decide, and now you're almost mirroring their energies going forward. There's still indecision. There was indecision here. There's still indecision. And as a result, there's this sort of like no man's land, this ghosted energy that kind of put everything on a delay, right? Everything just came to a screeching halt. And I feel almost that the King of Swords didn't provide enough answers to why. Why did they just pull the rug out? That's what I'm feeling. Someone here pulled the rug out. They may have done it for altruistic reasons, but it feels like it was more about uncertainty. Justice, Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh, you're integrating so much here. This is so powerful. So no matter what the desired outcome is, what's serving you right now, Aquarius, is the Justice card's ability to give you space to integrate everything. And there you are, Queen of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Strength card. I almost feel like you're the Queen of Cups. You're the one with all the emotional overwhelm, the sensitivity, the empathy, not just for the other, but for yourself, integrating everything you've learned on an emotional level, which isn't your normal realm, but here it is. And that Strength card coming through is you kind of rising up from the ashes and recommitting to your own inner strength, your own character, your own courage, your own fortitude to get beyond this difficult time as you integrate all the lessons learned. Wow. You always go deep, Aquarius. I have said in past readings I need a decoder ring for your readings. So there's the Justice card again. So going forward, I feel like you're going to be like, prove it to me. Yeah, I need proof. Where's the truth? Where's the proof? Because I'm not letting my guard down. Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles. There is no forward motion there. There's nothing but guardedness, and I feel like you're almost challenging spirit to, yeah, you're talking about truth, show me the freaking truth. Fool's Embrace. You say there's truth there, I've got to embrace the truth, show me. And there underneath is the Justice card to remind you that it's up to you to integrate what you've learned. It's up to you to get the insight that's been gifted to you. It is not up to spirit to prove it. It's up to you to embrace it and to not question it. This is what I learned. This is what I came through. This is how it has changed me. Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. But I kind of feel like you're testing spirit there a bit. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you can't worry about it. There's something new coming online for you here. The message from Spirit in return to your salvo here is look, you're going to take stop worrying about it. Just take the freaking leap in a new direction. You may be starting from scratch here. Doesn't really matter. We're going to send you some inspiration. So don't ignore the Page of Wands energy coming towards you. It could be within you, Aquarius. It could be coming towards you, but I feel like Spirit's telling you you're barking up the wrong tree with your anxieties. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy that you stay wrapped up in the loop of the pain of the past, right? That Three of Swords, and you questioning Spirit here and almost challenging Spirit. Yeah, show me, prove it to me. Spirit saying, look, you can keep twisting in the wind, but we're sending you some new energy here, some new inspiration, some new passion. It's up to you to take that leap of faith. Very interesting. Lovers. Wow. So the energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of, is someone wanting to reach out. Seeing you is very independent, and this Nine of Pentacles, I do feel this is how they see you and something they want to talk to you about. And underneath is the Queen of Wands. And so, sometimes the Queen of Wands comes in as a spoiler. I don't feel that she is at this moment. I sort of feel like, she could be, but the Queen of Wands is underneath for a reason. It's almost as if this person's energy is saying, that's not what's important here. It's in the background, yes, but I want to talk to you about you. Obviously in context of our connection. So this person is dealing with issues of choice, possibly around reunion. They may want to talk to you about it. You may not even realize it. Queen of Wands, if that is your energy, it may be part of the inspiration. If it's someone else's energy, Aquarius, it's being put on ice. It's in the background. The Nine of Pentacles is in the foreground. The independence, the autonomous energy, the person who is moving through life, maybe perhaps flying solo, but doing pretty well for themselves and not in any crisis situation. But this Nine of Pentacles evolves into the Queen. And I like that because right here in all the lessons you've been learning and the way you're almost coming through now as the guide, that Hermit sort of ascended, got through all this conflict with the twin, and then here is the Queen of Pentacles underneath. So I almost feel as if I'm watching the whole progression. I'm watching it all evolve, and this person is seeing it too. This person is seeing it too, and they're making some decisions based on that, which I think is important to know. Making some choices. Oh, so amazing. Right. So we have your hopes and fears. We've got the Moon with the Ten of Cups and the Temperance card. Almost as if you're saying, I have some fears here. If I'm waiting for this happiness to come in, am I going to get the happiness or am I going to get what I got before? Am I gonna have to relive a toxic cycle? So I feel as if they're on some level while you're seated in this temperance energy, it's bringing up all your fears, all your insecurities, and maybe even some recollection of past obsessions about this situation. You know, sometimes the devil just visits us to remind us of our own shadow, of, you know, the energy we couldn't let go of. You're already being told by spirit here with the Nine of Swords, don't go there, don't obsess. That Nine of Swords can be a little bit of obsession. And here it is, like you tamping it down. But it could be a person. I don't feel it is at this point. I feel it represents patterns of insecurity or operating from ego, whether it's you or your divine counterpart, and you being unsure. If I'm waiting here, and temperance is not just about waiting. It is about self-control. It is about keeping ego in check. It is about allowing energies to come into flow, and having the wisdom to know that is even possible, but you're questioning it here. You're apprehensive. Again, there's like a lack of trust, that I'm seeing a pattern here. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you got to let go of that. The lack of trust thing. Yeah, total lack of trust. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Overthinking it, questioning, self-doubt. Two of Wands. What path am I choosing? Am I choosing the right path? Should I go in another direction? Oh my God, Aquarius. Don't do this to yourself. It's like self-torture. Yeah. I'm saying that with love. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Two of Wands, and underneath the, like, you know, am I choosing the right path or should I just split? So I'm seeing what may happen is you're coming into this new leg of your journey, right? You're reaching your destination. It's something you should celebrate and be proud of, right? You're reaching this point of super groundedness, really putting yourself first, taking care. And I don't mean in a selfish way. I mean in the way that helps you evolve, where you don't give yourself over like a bleeding heart to every situation, where you stop, where you have better boundaries, where you take care of yourself and find stability in all areas of your life. And then when you get to it, instead of celebrating it like reaching your destination tells you your light is shining brightly, you're like, yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe I should go in another direction. I'm not sure. So I feel that's your ego talking, or a reflection and memory of this fool's embrace, something you may have trusted in the past. And so as a result of the pain you experienced, you may come through this with a lot of self-doubt and questioning the path you've chosen and whether or not you should go in another direction. It's normal. Let me normalize that for you. The beauty of tarot is you get to see how all of this is unfolding, just as I described. If this is resonating for you, then you get to see, oh, here's my warning sign. I'm trying to bury it underneath, but Laura picked it out. Spirit got the card on the table to tell me that this is the linchpin. This is the problem here for you going forward, is self-doubt and falling back into old patterns that ego wants to keep you, you know, ego doesn't like change. Ego doesn't like you to explore a new path or a new journey. It wants to keep you in old comfortable patterns, even if they don't serve you. So you can shift all this energy is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, if this is resonating for you, the extended, the link is below, will be all from the Divine Masculine's perspective. How they are showing up in the reading, how they see the situation, how they feel about you in this moment. What are their intentions towards you going forward? I'll pick another card from Spirit to give you some advice on all the energy that comes through in that reading, as well as an oracle or card or two to close out the reading. So the link below is for that. Let me tell you who showed up. Virgo, Aquarius, and Capricorn in the world. Pisces, more Pisces, the double hanged man. Libra came out twice. Leo, Aquarius, there you are in the Fool. Lovers is Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and that's it. The Queen of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so if you have that in your chart somewhere, that it could be extra added confirmation. We also have the King of Swords, which can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Queen of Wands, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag, sorry. Fire signs. Okay, so if this spoke to you, the link's below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, Aquarius, blah, blah, blah. Take care. I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.